Hey there, guys and gals, and all my pals. Good to have you back here on Outfits Garage. We are about to start another project. Yeah, but this is Smoke Show. Y'all know Smoke Show. You can see I got the back tire off of it. You see a light on under it. Well, I'll show you what we're doing. Right there is what we're doing. We are going to change out the rear end. These are new springs. That's a pretty fresh rear end. I haven't checked the width on it yet, but it looks like it come out of I don't know, probably mid to late, probably late 70s, early 80s Chevrolet truck, maybe even up into the late 80s. I ain't for sure. But the spring width is the same. I don't know what the width on a stock Chevrolet truck rear end is supposed to be on a 75, but I'm fixing to find out. So therefore, that's what we're going to start doing, is pulling this 9-inch out. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, why are you pulling a 9-inch Ford out of your truck? Well, several reasons. I don't have the right gears for this rear end. This rear end I put on top of the rear springs. But the main reason is, I've got a spool in this rear end, and it's not fun to drive. I mean, you can drive it, but it makes it irritating. You try to turn, it tries to stop you right in the middle intersection. So, I would rather have an open differential trying to drive around with it, and I haven't got the finances to make this thing a full-blown race truck like I wanted to, so I figured I might as well make it a regular pickup truck. So yeah, I've got a racing sail in the bed of it, but I've got this that I'm gonna do. I've still got the stock fuel tank, which is rusted out. That one's junk. You can see the holes rusted in it. But I've got the brackets. And I found a new fuel tank for 80 bucks. So I don't know if I'm going to get it or what yet. But I'm gonna look at putting a brand new fuel tank in this truck. That way I can have standard capacity back in my truck, and then I can go back and fuel up right there like I'm supposed to, and I can make this truck more of a daily driver. I'm gonna put some different wheels on it. The rear end is too wide in this thing. It's got a different bolt pattern. It's got a Ford truck bolt pattern. That's the wheels I've been running on it. Got Chevrolet front end, Ford rear end. It just makes it difficult finding wheels to work when it's too wide of a wheelbase. So what we're doing is going to change this out, go back to a Chevrolet truck rear end, and it'd be standard height back, the rear end back below the springs instead of on top like I got this. And ain't nothing wrong with this rear end, don't get me wrong, but I want to go back standard height and make it more of a usable truck. I'll still be able to do burnouts and whatnot in it if I want to, but it just needs to be more user friendly. Just put it that way. Okay, took this drive shaft loose. You can see I had a little bit of a pinion leak. Wasn't too bad, but it's enough. It needed a new seal in it. I don't know what I'm going to have to do with the drive shaft yet. I might be able to use this drive shaft, but get a different U-joint. That's what I'm hoping. I hope I don't have to cut, lengthen, or shorten this drive shaft, because I can't lengthen it. I'm going to have to shorten it, if anything, but I'm hoping I don't have to. But I think the Chevrolet rear end is a little bit longer, but I don't know. We'll find out. I did my own exhaust on this truck. It ain't perfect, but it works. I was wanting to put some turnouts on it, turn them out right in front of the rear tires, and I may do that yet. Just hadn't got there yet. I like the way it sounds right now, but I think it'd be a little quieter if I turn them out right in front of the rear tires. It's a little cool out here tonight. Not too bad, but a little cool. All right, got that. Slide them out, see if I can knock this out. Okay, got that. Put them down here. Put some nuts back on these, that way I'll know where they're at. U-bolts are good. They held this big block doing a burnout. Did a little bit of drag racing with it, not a whole lot. It's not a fast truck. It's a 950 truck in the 8th, so ain't nothing about it fast. So there that is. We'll be right back with you. Alright, I've started taking this bolt loose, but forgot to turn the camera on. I probably won't record everything. I'm just going to get some of it. Can't get an impact on this because of the angle. And it's coming hard all the way. I don't think these bolts have ever been off since '75. When they were put on brand new. one. Wasn't too bad. I'll be back with you whenever I get this off. Here in just a minute. Well, I'm under the night light. It's a little green looking under here, but it's dark, and I'm fixing to show you what I got. Got the rear end out. Wasn't too hard. That's 4 bolts. Got it, as you can see there, got it unbolted. It looks weird on camera, but it with the lights you can see all right. But anyway, got that 9-inch out. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow before I start trying to put that other rear end back underneath it, because I'm gonna need some help. Be able to get it out of the truck. It's too heavy for me to lift, so, and I don't want to drop it. So anyway, let me go in here where you can see a little better. All right, you can see a little better now. But yeah, wasn't too bad. Had to take an extra bolt out underneath there. It went to a cross member so that I could get one of the front spring bolts out. But once I got that out, it buzzed right on out. All the bolts came out real easy. I was surprised. I was really surprised. I was afraid they'd be froze up in there. You know how sometimes they are. But anyway, I'll finish this video tomorrow or first chance I get whenever I start back with the other rear end, and we'll see if we can't get the old smoke show back on all 4 wheels. But until then, we'll catch you here in just a little bit. All right, told you I'd be right back. Let me show you what we got going here. Got the rear end unloaded. About hurt my back getting that thing out of there, but I was in a hurry. I need to go get some chicken feed. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Come on. Anyway, got that rear end out last night, as you seen. Truck sitting here ready for another rear end to go under it. I'm fixing to try to get the jack under this thing, see if I can get it wormed around over here and slid up underneath here, and we'll see what we can get done. Be back with you here in a little bit. You know, you got to work smarter, not harder. Let me show you what I got going here. There's the jack. All right. Rear end's too hard to move by yourself, so get you one of these little dollies. I think you can get them at Harbor Freight. You run your jack up underneath the edge of this, jack that rear end up, throw that under the middle of it, then you can roll that thing out of there. How about that? All right, got the rear end out of the way now. Now I need to do the same thing with that. I'll be back with you shortly. Well, sorry about not getting a video on that, guys. But I got the springs, as you can see, get them bolted up, or at least the front bolts are stuck in, the back ones are got the nuts on. Wasn't too hard to do that. I gotta get the rubber brake line off of the other rear end. I gotta build a metal brake line from here to here, put that rubber brake line back in, and hook these emergency brake cables somewhere. I guess I'll rig them up right there where they're supposed to go. But that, and I got to build a shock bracket off the back of that one, because this is for a later model truck. This rear end is, and it'll be all right though. Yeah, it's reared up right now, but the springs are all the way down. When it goes up, it'll change that pinion angle, and if I need to, I'll put some wedge blocks in here to fix that. But I think we're going to be all right. So yeah, we're getting closer. My fingers are cold right now, and I think I'm going to go in and warm up just a minute, Then I'll come back out here and finish trying to get this done.